All right, welcome to our Facebook call. We're learning about Facebook ads today. Nancy, and I'm going to turn it over to you. And you and Alan, I believe, had some connection about this.
We had some fun.
We had some
Yes.
fun. And
Yeah, Alan, I didn't. Okay.
anyway, just if you want to report on that, let us know.
Just that I did not. The email has not come in, Alan, yet. So maybe we can just give it another sec here. But something's coming in. Here we go.
Oh, good.
Okay. Okay. Let me drag this off onto my desktop, and then I'll open it up in the program as well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And while you're doing that, I just thought I'd mention that I made our last call public on YouTube, and we've had 14 views.
Oh.
14 views.
Yeah, so Nancy and I went to the websites that she mentioned last time and played around a little bit, and it was really fun. And I don't know, it's probably, hopefully you'll show people those sites and how we played with them a little bit.
Okay, well, I just clicked screen share, so I guess I want to click desktop. Yes, Carrie?
Yep, it depends on which. If you got two computers, it depends on which screen you want to show.
No, I guess I'll show the I'm gonna show desktop and see what happens.
Yep.
So
what we're seeing is Zoom host your own Zoom meeting, and now we're seeing this free book giveaway with your layout and stuff on it.
Okay, and so Alan, I'm also going to open up your ad that you just sent.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, so okay.
Very interesting.
So
that'll be great.
Okay, so when we started, Alan had given me this image that he liked very much. It was an ad that was done up for him by a health magazine that's published out of Albuquerque, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
And so we thought, well, could this make a Facebook ad? And so the answer is, well, yes and no, for a lot of reasons. First of all, I want you to see that this white area in the back is the actual size of the canvas, the size of the Facebook ad that Facebook requires, which happens to be 1,200 pixels wide by 628 pixels high. So that's the ad size. So when Alan gave me this image, two things struck me right away, is that it clearly doesn't fit this space without my having to resize it. And then once we resize it, we're missing all this other valuable information. So that was the first thought, that why this may not be the best thing to put in a Facebook ad. The second thing is that Facebook has a rule, and they call it the 20% rule. And so an ad cannot have more than 20% text with an image. Facebook is trying to make the user experience one really pleasurable, and they feel that people want to look at images and don't want to read a bunch of text. So right off the bat, this is telling me between the book cover with the name of the title and all this around here that this would get rejected by Facebook. It might not get rejected the day you put it up because it would actually have come through as an image. But once somebody looked at it, they'd say, well, this is a lot of text disguised as an image, so we're going to pull it. And you wouldn't want that to happen. So then the next thing is Alan gave me a number of images that were really lovely, and in fact, if we look at Alan's ad, he has the book, and he and Jan on the left, and then this on the right. But right away, I could see there's just way too much text. So I want to go back to show you my thought process around this. I first tried to see whether there was an image that would fit the space. So I tried the various images, and they all came up a little bit. See this one, I think. They all came up a little bit, as you can see on the short side, there's this other area that it could have text there. So, or I could resize them. And then this one was appealing because it had, a lot of area, so that I thought if I made it larger, it would, you could take up the screen. I could put text over this area, but then it seems kind of strange to me. And I didn't read these as beehives. They almost look like little coffins, and which kind of upset me. So I thought, well, I don't think this was going to work.
I don't think that's the image we want.
Yeah, and so and then.
But as a beekeeper, I see it totally differently.
Okay, well, so that's good information. So the question is then, who's the target audience? Is it beekeepers, or are we really? It's really about promoting this book.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that when people don't recognize why are they wearing these things over their head and around their face, that they have to know something about beekeeping to have that all fit together. So I can appreciate where you're going in terms of the culture and the rest of it, that you might not get that. So
that's why the headline, empowering women with the help of honeybees.
Yes, yeah, that would be important. Yeah.
Well, in fact, and I didn't have that tagline, but that would have been excellent here: empowering women with the help of honeybees, and then that would tie everything together. Because I was thinking, well, how am I going to tie this together? And being that also Facebook, their preferred file format is something called a .png. Now, a photo is generally a JPEG, so .jpg. And the difference between those two file formats is that JPEG gives a lot more information because it's broken down into little tiny pixels, whereas PNG tends to be, oh darn, sorry about that. PNG tends to be solid, flat color. And so, I guess that's kind of probably too much information. But so I thought, well, what if I were to choose an image, and then we wanted to put the book, because that was a free download, and business owners around the world. And so, Alan, I guess I see maybe a combination of these two. But where I first went was I went to, as I said to Alan, well, I thought, let me show you something. So here is the ad that I did up, and the way when it comes to ads on Canva.
So let me stop you just for a moment, Nancy.
I'm going too fast.
So yes, that's fine. So this is on a website called Canva. So as you see in the bar there, www.canva.com. And so Nancy took me to that website, and I simply signed in for a free account. And this ad, basically, that Nancy has created and that I've created, it was just a whole lot of fun playing with. You just showed me a couple of things on this website, how I could actually play with this. And so I think that's valuable if people like to see sort of inside the sausage factory a little bit, to be able to go to Canva. So I just want to let people know where we were.
Yeah.
So let me start here. So
Nancy, before you start again, just one clarification. When you're talking about Facebook saying 1200 wide and 600 high,
628.
628. They don't allow the other direction?
No.
Okay. Good. Thanks.
No. So as Alan was saying, that here is the canva.com site. So you go to canva.com, and you have to sign in for an account. It's free. And then once you sign in for an account, you'll hit create a design. And then it brings up this page. And what you want to do is create a design that's a Facebook design. And so Canva, and the reason why we chose Canva is because Canva has a template that is specific to Facebook ads. And that's also where that size comes in, Carrie. So,
Right.
so Canva has already, already given a template to the exact size of 1600 pixels
Wide.
by 628 pixels high. But let me show you where it is. Because you got to scroll down. So these are all templates for various things, as you can see. If you use Canva, you could create your own ad. You can create a blog graphic, a card. But the Facebook ad is all the way at the bottom. So you scroll, 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 and even after events, here it is, ads, Facebook ad. So that's what you would click on. So when you click on this template, up comes the Canva ready to build an ad for you. And Canva gives you sample layouts to begin with. So as you can see, there's these layouts on the left-hand side, and there's many of them. Many of them are free, and they're indicated by free, and if they're not, you'll have to pay for them. But you can scroll through there and see what is of interest. And so, of course, Alan was thinking, well, I've got this bee project. Is there anything here that might, be appropriate for it? And so it was like, well, maybe not. And so, I said, well, let's build our own ad. And so, let me back up, because let's say that you like.
There was a lighthouse one there.
A lighthouse one, but that is, as you can see, this doesn't have the free button, so that you'd have to pay for it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So let's just choose something that's free here. I'm going to choose this French country. So if you like this particular ad, you literally click on it and bring it over, and there it is. And you say, well, that's not the text I want. So you just click on this area and then type in your text. So your text here. And then you'd have your subcategory for under collections. How do I get there? How do I get there? Come on.
Don't I got it.
Yeah, but so then if you're happy after you do that, then you'd click the download button, and you'd put it on your hard drive, and then upload it to Facebook later. But we're going to create.
Nancy, just one question.
Yeah.
It looks like you can upload your own artwork.
You can, and I wanted to show you that you can absolutely upload your own artwork. And in fact, where you would do that, you would click the button Uploads. And that's actually what I did. I uploaded I uploaded the honeybee and the being attraction book, as well as the ad. And so so I would start with a blank canvas for that. But I want to show that, say I'm going to click Uploads, and I'm going to upload an image. Click on the word Upload your image, and I'm going to choose one of the images that Alan has chosen. The beekeeper hive. No, which one did we choose, Alan? This one is the one you liked. Okay, so I'm going to open this.
Actually, it was the next one down, I believe.
Oh, that one. Okay. So I have selected that, and there it is, and it appears. And as soon as it's finished uploading, it'll let me know. And it's here, and I click on it, and it goes right over onto the canvas. But I also wanted to show you, and this is why I had Alan do something else first. So here's the canvas, and if we wanted to make it fit, we'll have to just drag it and then play around with that if we want to have it fit the whole screen. You could do that, Alan. Up, cancel. Hold on.
And then you could add text to that.
So you could add text over that. And so to add text over that, or for example, your book giveaway, you could just keep dragging things over. So to add the text on it, you click on the text icon. And then if it's a heading, you literally just take the heading and you drag it over. And then you put your words here. And you want a subhead, you click on subhead and drag your subhead over. A bit of body text, click on that, it adds the body text. I'm gonna come up with that. So if we were to build Alan's ad the way he built it, let me get a look at this. So he has this picture on the left and this picture on the right, and then empowering women. So so we're going to go back to, see, I'm thinking once we, okay, I can. So you can just kind of keep playing with this. So we had this over here, right? Let's just get rid of this text. I'm just clicking on it and trying to hit delete. It's not deleting.
You have to drag it back over to the left.
Okay. There we go.
There you go.
You get.
So I did, Alan, I clicked right on the top of it.
Right.
I click on that dotted line and then I can hit delete.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're deleting what's in the text rather than the text box itself.
So, okay, so then going back down to, come on, I click on the uploads because that's where I uploaded, and then this book, and it brings it over, and then resize it by dragging on the handles. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with the size of my screen, which is small.
You're doing great.
So that picture on the left might work the way you had it with just the book.
I think so, because this is gonna get you thrown out. I know it is. It's just too much information.
But if you don't have something like the free giveaway, then you're not telling anybody what to do. You're just saying, I've got a book.
That's why she has a free download under the picture of the book.
I'm not seeing the free download, but that's okay.
Well, that was if in her
ad.
ad
yeah, okay. All right.
Free download.
Yeah.
So maybe another solution would be, as we just mentioned, so we have this on the left, and it was empowering. What were the words again, Alan?
Empowering women with the help of honeybees.
I'm curious as to how you figure out what the percentage is of text to image.
There is a way to figure it out. There is a tool. Facebook will rate it for you. Let's see, rating. Anyway,
yeah, don't worry about it.
I do have that somewhere.
Okay.
All right. So where am I? In Canva here. Oh, and here's also I want to show you this. Here's a link. This is a really good link. It is Canva. It's their blog. It's Canva's blog, and it's a post called "How to Design Facebook Ads." and it's a great article that'll give you lots of details as to what makes up a good ad. It gives you examples and tips on capture with the graphics first and add a call to action, etc. So I will put this, I'll put this link up. Where do you want me to put this, Jan? Shall I send it to you in an email or put it on the Facebook page?
Well, right now you could put it in the chat, cut and paste it into the chat, and then we can cut and
Okay.
paste it out of the chat.
How do I do that? Here?
Just copy it there.
I did.
And then come down at the bottom and click on your chat button and paste it.
There you go.
And then when you click return, there it is.
There it is, okay.
And for those of us that don't know, when you click on the more button, you can save this chat, and that saves the text to your local hard drive. It does not save it to the recording that Jan and Alan are doing. Or you can cut it, you can copy it out of there, open up your Word or text document, and you can paste it into something to have it on your own screen.
Okay, I'm also going to give you then another guide. This is one. This is also a very good one. This is all about Facebook ads too. This adspresso.com. So let me close this chat out. So empowering women with the help of honeybees. Let's see. Do we like it centered or? Well, anyway, let's put this book in, Alan. Now this book I took off of your site. It's very low res, so as you can see, that would be the size that you could see it kind of crisp. But the minute you expand it, it's a little bit fuzzy. So you would want to get a little bit of a I think a sharper image, and you can rotate these images by just clicking here, rotating. Unless you didn't want that, I kind of thought it was good to rotate it a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Empowering women with the help of honeybees, so we'd have a free download. Something here. Where's the text? Go back to text, and I'm going to add subhead. I'll change the size to make it fit a little bit better.
And would you be changing that free download to a hyperlink that they would click on that, and that would then take them to the page where they'd actually put in the information to get the free download?
That would be optimum, and I think I'd have to look into that further. It's something to do with the ad, that when you click on the ad itself. So this is creating the image for the ad, really.
Okay.
And then you would do the hyperlinking within Facebook.
Okay, got it.
So
see, there you go. You just created a Facebook ad that I think is really great. And it's, I mean, they make it so simple that anybody can go in and have fun with this. Now, wasn't there a sort of a next step that you download this to the computer and then you upload that into the other site, iPicky?
No, what I did, Alan, and I think that now that I see that was probably an unnecessary step, because
I see.
I was going to have you get your background set up in iPicky first, but with this, this is allowing us to resize the image if we want, and it'll crop it to where to where it is.
Right.
So I think that this is just much easier to just put the image in that you want. What I'm not real thrilled with is this, because I can't quite see it, and I'm not sure whether I want it.
Is there another color you could use, the gold color from the flower on the book?
we could certainly do that. And I would select it and go to pick a color and do the yellow. And here's the yellow. See if
Right.
we like that. Again, it's a little hard to see. So I need a screen or something over this. Let me try the white. Just go white. Oh, here we go, white.
Yeah. Well, you should also be able to do something with the background where you could be having a different color background as opposed to, and a different text in one color in the background that can be like almost transparent.
That would be, I can certainly do that in Photoshop with my eyes closed. I have no idea how to do it with this.
There will be a way, the little bit that I've looked with Canva, there is a way to do that. It's not worth taking the time now to do it.
Yeah.
But there should be a background section as well as your font colors.
Well, there is the background section here, the background itself.
Yeah.
And then
So when you click at that background, would that put the background in behind the book picture?
it would.
And
It
so
would.
you could upload a picture of a honeycomb, for example.
I could, or this color yellow.
And there should be a way with those colors, and I don't know if it's as simply doing like a right click, that where you can actually change the transparency. So like right now, that color is 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was a way, there should be a way to change the transparency that would make it, say, 50%. And then like where we've got the empowering women, it would actually, you'd still be some of the background, but not all of it, so that you'd actually be able to see the text a lot easier, but still have some of the background there.
Well, let's see. Here's a filter.
And click on advanced options. Saturation might be.
It's going to take the whole photo down.
Yeah, okay, it's working. So it's, yeah. So that's something to play with, to look at, that you want to be highlighting the text section, not the whole thing, and see whether it works within the text box.
What I like to do sometimes is create a box that's not the background and put it behind the text, and then make that box like a 10% screen.
Right, you could, that would be a workaround too.
Or I don't know if you can, it doesn't look like you can do it here, but sometimes in other programs that I use, I can make a glow around the text that gives that contrast to be able to read it.
Right.
Yeah, so the point of this exercise is that we can, I mean, for me, when Nancy walked me through this, I saw how easy it was and how I could go in and just play with it.
Right.
Which for me was very fulfilling as a wannabe graphic designer.
I am too, Alan. I love to play around, and
yeah,
and then I give it to a real designer who makes it look fantastic.
Exactly. That's what would happen is I had 5 people like Nancy working in a room, and I would design something like this. I would take it to them, and of course I had every space filled with stuff, text, and they would bring it back to me with like, I said, "Where did you find all that empty space?" You know.
So, okay.
That's really great. See, just right there, I feel like we really came up with something that it was fun to play with and works.
And the next step is coming up with content and direction and who you want to approach and all the other stuff that goes along with this.
Content for the ad?
I'm thinking of myself personally as to, what I want to be promoting.
Well, in this case, you're promoting the free download, which is the book, so that then you capture people's email address and permission to this is a creative, imaginative way to create connection. Once you've created connection, then it's a matter of creating content to build relationship.
Yes, I've got that theory. I need to be putting it in practice as to what is my copy, what is my content, what is my free download, what are the activities that I am promoting for me.
Right. You're thinking through your process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's what I was speaking to. Your free download can be the Being Attraction book, and you're promoting your coaching.
Okay.
You're promoting, how you use strategic attraction in your coaching.
Yeah.
So that gives you a lot of content.
Yeah.
Already created.
Come to the SACAT retreat because we're going to be talking about content. There's a little plug for that.
That's the plan.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, I think that I'm going to Texas around the same time, but I'm traveling with other people, so I'm not sure I think I'm doing another one of these whirlwind traveling around the United States deals.
Okay. All right. So are we complete on our Facebook ads for today?
Yes.
Okay. All
That's
right.
great.
Well, that was great. Yeah, it really was great, Nancy, to show us this website and how we can go in there and play. We can all have something to do in our idle hours until we meet again.
And then of course the next step is to get your pixel set up in Facebook, and that could probably be another little training on how to do that.
That would be great.
Right.
Okay.
So a couple of weeks from now, when's another?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll send out a smoke signal to let you know we're having another call, and but expect something in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would say.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
Nancy.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
You're the
Bye.
best.
See
See you guys